Namaskar everyone, and a warm welcome to another episode in SSRF's spiritual research series on spiritually better living. In this episode, we're going to explore the spiritual effect of drinking a glass of fruit juice. It is a well-known fact that fruit juice is a nutritious part of a healthy diet. Its spiritual benefits, however, are not as well known. This video follows up from another video where we researched the spiritual ill effects of the consumption of alcohol. Researching and analyzing the spiritual dimension is not like regular research and can only be conducted through an advanced sixth sense. Every stimulus, including what we drink, affects the activity of the spiritual energy centers in our subtle body known as Kundalini chakras. These chakras regulate the flow of subtle energy for our various functions. To aid our research, we made use of a biofeedback machine which uses an electrosomnographic scanning technique. This technique gives us an interpretation of the electrical activity of a person's Kundalini chakras. Using this machine, we conducted an experiment using 10 volunteers, all of whom were doing spiritual practice. In this sample, 5 of the volunteers were possessed by negative energies, while the others were free from negative energy distress. To begin with, we scanned all the volunteers to get baseline readings of their chakras prior to exposing them to any stimulus. After this, we asked them to drink a glass of fruit juice. After 3 to 4 hours, we took another reading to see the effect the juice had on their chakras. We continued to take readings at regular intervals until we found that the readings had returned to somewhere near the original baseline. With regards to the volunteers who were possessed, 60% showed a decrease in the activity of their chakras. In the group of volunteers who were free from spiritual distress, 60% showed a decrease in the activity of their upper 4 chakras, and 60% showed an improvement in the activity of their lower 3 chakras. Before we explore this subject any further, I would like to share with you a spiritual concept that is fundamental to our spiritual research. According to the science of spirituality, the entire universe is made up of 3 basic subtle components: Sattva, Raja, and Tama. Sattva is the component that represents spiritual purity and knowledge. Raja represents action and passion, while Tama represents ignorance and inertia. The subtle vibrations emanating from anything and everything are dependent on the predominant subtle basic component they are comprised of. Through spiritual research, using advanced sixth sense, we found that fruit juice gave out sattva predominant vibrations. Her Holiness Yoya Vale, who is a member of our spiritual research team, has an advanced sixth sense of vision. She provided us with a glimpse into the various spiritual vibrations generated when we have natural fruit juice. Her Holiness Yoya saw a flow of divine consciousness being attracted into the fruit juice. With this, activated rings of divine consciousness and divine energy are created in the juice. Along with the positive rings of energy, she saw particles of divine consciousness and divine energy being emitted into the fruit juice. The positive energies were not just limited to the fruit juice, but were transmitted into the environment and began to spiritually purify the surroundings. The spiritual research team then gave us further insight into the difference of readings registered with the two groups of volunteers. In the case of the volunteers who were possessed by negative energies, their chakras had been infused with negative energy. In fact, it was this negative energy that was dominating their chakras. After they drank the fruit juice, the sattva component from the fruit juice was absorbed by their chakras. The negative energies possessing them tried fighting the positive energy, and hence their energy got depleted. As a result, the readings showed a decrease in activity. In the volunteers without distress, all the chakras were functioning normally, as there were no distressing energy centers in their chakras. That is why there was no resistance to the process of imbibing the sattva component received from the fruit juice. Their chakras therefore very quickly accumulated and got charged with positive energy. The lower three chakras showed this accumulation of positive energy with increased activity in their readings. The upper four chakras, on the other hand, showed a decrease in activity. Why was this so? The reason is, when something gets even more spiritually positive, it starts going towards a higher and more subtle spiritual state. This is the state of the non-materialized, known as nirgun in Sanskrit, where gross activity is decreased. As a result, though the chakras were at a spiritually elevated state, they showed a decrease in readings. So what does this all mean for us? Given a choice, choose fruit juice over alcohol or cola beverages. Not only does it have physical benefits, but immense spiritual benefits as well. Most of us are affected to varying degrees by negative energies. By drinking beverages such as alcohol, black tea, and colas, we play right into the hands of negative energies, as they can take advantage of the negative vibrations in such drinks to affect and possess us. On the other hand, drinking fruit juice increases our spiritual resistance to negative subtle forces and fills us with positive vibrations. Apart from just plain good old water, other spiritually beneficial drinks are coconut water, buttermilk, and milk. Well, that's all we have for you in this episode, and I hope we have given you many more reasons to enjoy your glass of fruit juice. For further information on spiritual perspectives on various beverages and spiritual practice, do visit our website at ssrf.org.